Hey everybody, I just wanted to get on here real quick, and I know it's been a while. I know I haven't made a video. I think my last video was about like 2 weeks ago, but I just wanted to get up here to talk about something that's been on my mind. So there's been this thing in the news going around talking about how Subway's tuna fish sandwich, it doesn't have any real tuna in it. Like they put the fish meat in a lab and they tested it and it found out it had 0% DNA of tuna. And some people were questioning like how in the world do you clone tuna? And it just really makes me think of the question, like, is anything real anymore? Because we live in a world now where everything is just fast and people want everything right now. It's like people don't have any patience anymore. And I found myself feeling that same way too. You know, there's been times in life where I want something right now, and I realize that a lot of good things in life aren't ready until after you wait. And I feel like people have lost track of that idea that everything in life just doesn't come easy and everything in life just doesn't come fast. So I'm sitting here thinking that we've really come so far nowadays that we have to clone meat, and we don't know if the fish is real, if the beef is real, if this is real, if that is real. And I'm just thinking, like, what happened? So, you know, in the beginning, right, when God created the heavens and earth, it was perfect. And then Adam and Eve came and then ate the fruit, and that's why we have sin in the world. And so it makes you think how sin and impatience and lack of morals can make people just lose sight of what's real and what's not real. And I can't speak about what's going to happen in the future, but I just know that with the way things are looking right now in the world, we have to be careful about who we trust, who we talk to, who we tell everything, and also what we even eat, what we drink, what we even wear. Because we don't know what's what, who could be put something on something, and everything else. So it just kind of, in it, I feel like if you don't think that this isn't normal, then I don't know what to tell you. Because think about it like this, like, think about seedless grapes, for example. Like, how in the world do you grow a grape without a seed? You just can't. All the fruits and vegetables here that have seeds in them, they come from that seed. So how in the world do you grow something without a seed in it? Well, you can't grow it in the ground. You got to grow it in a lab. So it makes you really think, what are they even putting in it to make it grow like that in a lab without the seed? So, and when you look at things like that, like seedless grapes and the Subway tuna fish sandwich that says not real tuna, what kind of chemicals and stuff are they putting in it? And why are they putting it in it? And why is this stuff not being banned by the FDA? Because here in America, our foods and our drinks are filled with certain things that in other countries, it's banned. So why is it that here, you know, we have people, there's like high cancer rates, you got children, girls that are going into puberty at 7, 8 years old. You got people who have all these different diseases and different disabilities and things like that. It's because of the environment that we live in. And it's sad that the government and the people that they're responsible for it, they just don't care. They don't care what they're feeding us. They don't care what they're giving to us. As long as they know that some of the ignorant people out there will spend money on it, buy it, consume it up. Because if you have a business, the only thing they're going to care about is the consumer. They're not going to care. They're not really going to care about they're going to care about the consumer some, but they're only just caring about is the money. And when people only care about money, they don't care about anything else. So it's just crazy that you don't even know. You don't even know when you wake up in the morning. Are you looking at the real sky? Are you looking at the real sun? Remember, Bill Gates said something about he wanted to block out the sun. I don't know how he's going to do that, but are we even looking at the real clouds? Because those planes that are flying those chemtrails too. We don't know what's real. And so, and in this day and age, it's best that we continue just to stay prayed up, and you have to pray and talk to God and know who your Lord and Savior is, because we don't know who's really with us and who's for against us. Well, I feel like you should know who's for us and you should know who's against us, but that's a whole other story. But it's just crazy how people, it's like they don't get it, how certain things in life just can't come quickly. And it's easy for people to fall into that place of impatientness. And having an impatient spirit, of course, can lead to desperation, which isn't good. Because when you're desperate, you'll do anything. And I feel that one of the things, the reason why fast food exists is because it was built on desperation. People they're quick to make a money, whip up something quick. Like, if you're hungry, you'll eat anything. Never mind what's in it. Like, this past week or so, just yesterday, I went to Burger King and I had the chicken sandwich and the fries. And that's a whole nother thing too, is that the food, even the fast food these days, you can just tell by the taste of it. The taste of the food is not the same as it was years ago either. So it's like, what are they really, like, what are they doing to this food? And I just feel like I feel bad now going to McDonald's and going to Burger King and places like those, because I know that I should be putting something in my body that's better. But see, the thing is that we're so used to just going to these fast food places, eating all this fast food, eating this and that stuff is not good for us because it's quick and it's easy and it's right there. But sometimes what we need to do is that we need to eat the fruits and vegetables. We need to grow our own fruits and vegetables, the ones that actually have seeds in them. Eat those fruits and vegetables, and then maybe we wouldn't be having so many of these problems that we have today. But that's what the government doesn't want us to do, though. They don't want us to grow our own fruits and vegetables. They want us always to rely on them and their system. And that's why they have the seedless grapes, the seedless strawberries, seedless whatevers, the quick fast food, because they know always somebody's going to be there to buy it. But we have to be smarter than that. And I know it's easier said than done, but I mean, just think about it. If you read articles and you go on different websites and you see the people that talking about they used to eat nothing but fast food and French fries and hamburgers, the moment they quit and stopped and said, okay, I'm done with this fast food, the moment they started growing their own food, eating their fruits and vegetables, changing their diet, they looked and felt 100 times better. And even myself, I noticed that on the days where I drink more water and I'm eating more fruits and vegetables and watching my calories, I feel better. Because I'm a person who suffers from a lot of migraines. I get headaches a lot. I get the phlegm in my nose. I get the sinus blocks up everything. And the moment I start drinking more water, I instantly feel better. And so people want to quickly just rush to the doctor to get this medication and that medication and everything else, because the medicine brings the doctors and the drug industry money. But if you just simply change your diet, you can actually start to heal and feel better. Because if you can Google your research on different, go on the internet and Google different types of fruits and vegetables that help fight headaches and fight common cold and flu and things like that. A lot of people don't know that some of the fruits and vegetables that we have, like in the rainforest and different plants and stuff, is actually have different vitamins and minerals that help fight cancer. But yet we're cutting down the rainforest, we're cutting down trees and killing different species and animals and things like that, because we just don't care. We don't care about the environment. All society cares about is building up houses and making money and things like that. We don't care about the life sources that God has given us on this earth to help us live. And what's going to happen when it's all gone? Like, what if there are no more trees one day? Trees produce oxygen. We need oxygen to breathe air. If we don't have any trees, we don't have any oxygen. So it's just simple things like that people just don't think about. And again, it just makes you think, like, when did we just not care as a society? When did we just become so just ignorant like that? People don't understand, and people don't want to care either. So it's just something to make you think about just why things are the way it is. Why do we have all this stuff in the lab and seedless grapes and fake tuna and things like that? And it just makes you wonder, like, is this really something you want to be putting inside your body? No. So, and even nowadays, a lot of people will tell you just to stop eating fast food and stop grocery shop. A lot of people are just, you see people living off the grid, they're growing their own food and everything else. But even then, what's going to happen to that? What's going to happen when the government, other people come along and say, hey, you can't plant this here, you can't plant that there, you can't do this. We want you buying from us only. Because I guarantee you that's happening. Something has to change. So, and one thing I don't like is how a lot of people, they just reinforce this idea that fast pace is always a good thing. And like I said before in the beginning, fast-paced stuff is not always a good thing because you don't know what you're getting. You don't always know what you'll be getting if you do something fast. Like, here's another good example, the caterpillar. The caterpillar is the larvae of the butterfly. In order for the caterpillar to turn to the butterfly, it has to go into a cocoon. The caterpillar goes to sleep for a while, a couple weeks. And after those couple weeks are up, the chrysalis hatches and out comes the butterfly. What would happen, you think, if somebody tried to rush the process or wake up the caterpillar before it became the butterfly? It probably wouldn't be a pretty sight. And so it goes to show that when you rush certain processes in life, you may actually end up hindering and destroying what might have been something better than what you assumed it would be. So You can't always rush the process. You have to trust the process, but you can't always rush the process. And I know I'm getting off tangent, but like again, it's crazy how everything's a simulation and a clone of what was the original, and people are just okay with doing it. I was out today, had to run a quick errand. I'm on my way home now. I'm hungry too. And that's another thing too. A lot of movies that came out back in the day, they're coming true now. And at first I didn't believe people when they said it, but now I do. Like if you go on YouTube and you see people talk about the movies and comparing them to certain things that happen in real life, it's kind of creepy how accurate it's all becoming. Like take for example that movie I Am Legend with the vaccine and the zombies and things like that. Well, look at us now. We have coronavirus. As far as we know, we don't have any zombies yet, but you never know. I'm not saying there's going to be any zombies. I hope not, but with the way things are looking at this day and age, you never know sometimes. But shoot, I don't know where I'm going if there's ever a zombie attack, but I'm gonna have to get like a gun and some food and a shelter. Just go somewhere, but and this vaccine too, I know some people are still hesitant with taking it. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I'm not getting it right now. It's just something that you don't know what it is, but I'm just not sure about this vaccine. And I guess they say that the Pfizer one is the best one, but I don't know. Then they have that Johnson & Johnson one that's been getting everybody problems. So you really just don't know. But like I said, you don't know what's real and what's a simulation. So everybody up here is going so slow. This car behind me is right in my butt. See, when I first moved out here, I live in Suffolk, so when I first moved out here in Suffolk, there weren't all these houses and stuff built out here that there was today. In 2007, it was nothing but fields and trees around here. But as you can see now, everything's being built up. And so what happened to like the land and just and the land value, and it's like everything is all about money. So what's going to happen? And the US is over something $1 trillion in debt, and I'm just thinking, how in the world are they ever gonna pay off all that debt? How are you ever gonna pay off all that debt if we keep spending money and having all these different projects and stuff? I mean, you can't. I don't see something $1 trillion of debt being paid off anytime soon, but still, I'm just saying. And a lot of our tax money goes in all these different researches and things like that. Like, I wish that more research was being done on just different things, how to help people, how to help people just live. Because a lot of people out here, and I know you're always going to have the rich and the poor, but I just wish that more could be done to help families and people who are just really out there struggling in the streets. And I'm talking about the people who want a job and want a better place to live and things like that. Not the people who just want to sit and stay unemployed, but just the people who just don't make enough money, like with this whole minimum wage situation. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, I'm almost home, so I think I'm going to end this video here and talk to everybody soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.